Perfect. We're done?
We'll start with Austin.
First time in your tenure that you don't have Cooper Mays. So what's that transition been like, obviously through spring and now, and kind of how's that race shaping up as we head into full pads, that type of thing?
Yeah, first, I mean, Coop, unbelievable, just what he was able to do mentally and physically. So, yeah, it's a big set of shoes to fill, but man, I really do think Sat and Sam both, I mean, they're competing their butts off, man. Like, they're in extra, they're working at it, they're straining at practice. There's things you got to clean up, but they're trying to learn every single day. So, you know, we'll be there, and the best thing we have is competition, so those guys have to keep fighting to see who gets to actually go out there.
Rob.
Coach, I know you've had Coop and Spraggs for a long time, but you got a lot of pieces that change over the years, including the running backs. Just, I know what is kind of the constant for you guys that has kept you at the top of the league in terms of the running numbers?
Man, you got to play really, really hard. That's what you're always focusing on here at the beginning of camp. Doesn't matter the position. And then, you know, you're trying to give yourself as many advantages of when it's time to run the ball. Box-wise, you run it, and when it isn't, you throw it, and typically it's been working out. And I don't know, probably just credit to the guys that have been blocking and running the ball. They've done a heck of a job to be able to do what they've done.
Ryan and Ellie.
What kind of offseason has Jesse Perry had, and what's he done so well to put himself in position to maybe play a pretty big role?
Yeah, Jesse does everything right. Absolutely everything, from eating habits, recovery, film study, coaching other players. That's the reason he puts himself in the positions that he's at. He gets his body's changed so much since he's been here. He's highly intellectual, so he studies the crap out of everything. That's what he does. Like you say, what is it? Man, it's everything. Yeah, you don't want to say anybody's perfect, but he's pretty close to doing everything right.
What specific technique or fundamentals have you really emphasized with your guys this camp, and how have the guys responded to that focus?
Yeah, I think technique fundamentally, our hands for sure, and protection, our first strike. You know, in the run game, man, elbows being tight and fitting at the second level. Just all those are probably one of the major focuses. Obviously, everything has to be footwork and hips and those type of things, but the hands have been a tremendous focus for us these first 5 days.
Brent and Patrick.
How is a fall preseason different when you have 4 spots up for grabs? Whereas a year ago, I know you compete every day and all those things, but you had a pretty good idea of who your line was this time a year ago. How different is it for you, and how do you go about the competition this time of year?
Yeah, you know, every team set, you try to move guys around a little bit and let them play and function together inside that team set. Different lineups, different sides, give them a true chance to compete inside of that, and then the next team set will be a different group, and then the next day, like, that kind of rotates around. So if they got a bunch of run one day, you get a bunch of protection, but you give them the opportunity to go win it, and you put it in their hands. If it's not on tape and can't go start, or you put it on tape, you get to go start.
Coach, what kind of jumps have you seen from David from spring to now? How ready do you think he is to be a key piece for you guys and start for you guys?
Yeah, I think one, just his body. Guy's done an incredible job of putting on weight and getting to a place where he can function here in the SEC. 2, mentally, he spent as much time or more time than anybody meeting, walking through, understanding. There's still way more to keep going, but like where he was to where he is now, unreal, and credit to him. And then just technique-wise, like it's so rewarding when you see him change something on a pass set or change something in the run game technique-wise, and it works, and like the light clicks, and then like you get to go and move on to the next thing. And he just like consistently every day is ticking off something and just keeps building and climbing and done a great job.
Adam.
I know you guys have team periods to simulate chemistry, but can you tell if your group, if your starting group, will have chemistry before game day? How much can you really tell?
Like you're never going to, till you get into the fire, like you never truly know, right? Like you just don't. The thing I do love about this group is they sacrifice for each other. Like they are in there for each other, and yeah, every single one of them wants to go start, and I want them to. But they also try to help the guy next to them, behind them, and I feel like naturally we will have chemistry, and we've done enough over the summer, over fall camp, where guys have had to move enough positions where they're used to communicating with each other. So we're going to feel like we'll be good, but you never know till you actually get out there.
To the back with Paige and Casey.
Sam Penel, when he first spoke to us back in the spring, highlighted how he's like really old school from the masks and old teams that he liked watching. What is it like having someone like that on the team who really loves the old school vibes?
Yeah, he's the ultimate O-line's guy. Like wants everybody hanging out outside the field. Wants to be physical. Wants to stay the game technique-wise. Wants to, take incredible notes and like just be an offensive lineman. And I think that's sometimes few and far between. Like find somebody that enjoys the grind, enjoys the pain that shows up every day after practice, and then does it with a smile on his face and encourages the guys. Like that's pretty special.
When you have a guy like David Sanders, what is it that you look for out of him to know that he's ready to go start as a freshman? The mental assignment part of it, you got to be able to go to the right guy. Two, the technique of what you're doing when you get there. And I'm not sure any of these are in particular order. Like you gotta have both those, and then for sure you gotta go play just incredibly hard and strain and try to go bury somebody. And if you can go the right guy, do a good technique, and do it really hard, you'll be ready to go.
Rob.
Coach, this time last year, Lance was a guy that was trying to get healthy and struggling to get in shape. He looks like a completely different person this time around. Can you comment on how he's kind of attacked the offseason, what he looks like?
Yeah, he's changed his body. He's done a great job, man. We were kind of laughing offense staffer, and I'm not going to throw who it was under the bus, but they were maybe mistaking Lance for some of the other skinnier tackles because he's done such a better job of getting his weight under. And man, he's lost weight, but he lost an ounce of power, and he's way stronger. He's redirecting better. His hands and pass pro way better. Footwork, getting a base and being able to maintain blocks and create movement and play with violence. I don't know. Credit to that guy, man. He's done an unreal job. Really good job.
Ryan and Mike.
On William at the center position, what's his? I guess what's the challenge for him? What does he need to do well, and where has he maybe taken some steps since last year?
Yeah, first thing we got to be able to ID everything. He does a great job of that. Then we got to be able to get the ball to the quarterback so he can function. Still clean some of that up. Then after that, he's always never played with an ounce of fear. He throws his body around. He plays physical. You get everything out of it. He's got to continue to build his body to be able to handle the stress of the season. But, it's the same things he has to go do or the same things Sam has to go do, right? Like it's not anything that crazy different.
Also with Lance, how is he different mentally, emotionally? Like, how is he more equipped for the expectations you have for him this season than he was a year ago?
Yeah, because even starting in January, he wanted to know the bigger picture. Like he wanted to know everything that was going on around him more, how defenses function, what we're trying to attack on offense. And I think through that growth, he's able to see the game a little bit differently. Understands what we're trying to do concept-wise in a run or a protection, what the defense is trying to do against us. Like just studying more than just what he does and what great tackles do, like how it all fits together.
Last two, Adam and Brent.
Cooper was Cooper was real good in terms of the intangibles, the leadership. He was the tone setter in that group. I know you said that center snapping the ball and IDing, that's the top priorities. How essential is it that the starting center has those extra intangibles?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a quarterback, man. That guy's got to get his function. Everybody has to believe in him. If he can't make the ID quickly, can't carry himself the right way, then why will the rest of the guys do it? I do believe that the center's got to be the heartbeat of what's going on. So for sure, and Coop did a phenomenal job of that.
What has Wendell done well since his arrival? And two, is this a group that you think you could play more than 5, or do you want to be this is my 5, go play group?
I think you always want to rotate if you have the ability. I do feel like inside we got a bunch of guys that can do it. Feel like we're building that depth at tackle where that's going to be a possibility. As far as Wendell goes, love some Wowo. Guy plays physical. He was really quiet to start. He has a way of igniting everybody when he does let out passion, but like super physical in the run game, highly intelligent. Like it's crazy. Like it's like football smart. Very, very similar to Coop in the fashion that he can understand what a defense is trying to do to him, or like just has that sixth sense and how to react to it. Even looks that you don't get to coach every single look, but his just general reaction to things that happen are typically right.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Awesome.